Welcome to Ric's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code Drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Ric's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Ric's Corner. Today I have some guests from Las Vegas. I have Carl Kaplan and Ivan Scarrow who have come up to see me and do my show. Ivan is a weightlifter, Olympic lifter, right?
Yes.
Carl is runs a house of brothels in Vegas of hookers.
You've been
Which is
a weekly customer.
Yeah, I'm a daily customer, hourly if you can get it. Anyway, we want to talk about some things.
But you eat well, sleep well, so you feel good.
Yeah. The sleeping is a big part. I don't have problems sleeping like a lot of people say they're up all night long.
I have trouble sleeping.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But with the CBD oil, I go right to sleep.
It benefits me as well.
I keep a bottle next to my bed. I keep one in my office and I keep one in the kitchen. And I'm not doing this just for a commercial break because I really believe in it. And so I have periods at night where I wake up and I don't have anxiety, but I start thinking about the world and my life and getting older and thinking, oh my God, I'm getting older. I may not last the night. So I take a whole vial of that and within 10 minutes, I'm out. I just relax and go right to sleep.
So you find it effective for what you need it for? Because I kind of need it for something a little different.
I think it works real well for that. Now on my leg, since it's an irritated muscle spasm and whatever the injury is for this past year from other things I've had, has turned into now just a sore muscle and a bruise. So I've tried different ointments on it. Now the CBD ointment works pretty well, but I thought, well, I'll do the tincture because it's liquid. And I'll put liquid on my hand and I'll rub it because it seems to absorb, really go in there because it is a liquid. And I can tell in 5 or 10 minutes that the pain is much less.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who's done it that way, but it worked for me.
Once again, what works for you may not work for me. Different things work for different people. Same with training, same with this. Like I use the topical cream. This is what I use the most.
Yeah, but that's the same as this, isn't it?
No, it's a little bit different. There's menthol in here, so it gets a little bit of a burning sensation on that. This has got more essential oils in it.
Okay. And
arrowroot powder, which penetrates that first level of the skin, all made with organic ingredients, and this really helps my tendonitis. Bicep tendonitis.
That's miserable. I had it goes all the way up my shoulders.
Yeah.
When you try to
arm.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And now this past week, it's kind of subsided quite a bit. I couldn't even get my T-shirt over my head.
But like how you use this daily, I use that daily, and it helps me.
I can't reach my shoulders. I have to have somebody rub it on for me.
Somebody good looking?
Usually my gardener. You're cutting those bushes. Come here, rub this shit on my shoulder. I got to go to the gym. But it helps. It does definitely help. Do you use this stuff too?
Oh yeah, daily.
Now tell me the truth. Are you being honest with me?
Yes.
Say that. I'm being honest with you.
I'm being honest with you.
Does that mean you weren't honest before?
I'm always honest. I can't lie.
This is something that I have a peeve about because I'll talk to people and I'll say, let me be honest with you. Wait a minute, we've just been talking for a half hour. Weren't you honest before? And it's like, and they go, oh my God, I actually said that. And I said, yeah, you actually said that. And then you say, trust me. Well, trust me means like, why wouldn't I? Now that you said it, I don't know that I do. I'm certainly not going to loan you any money now. But I do.
You trust me? Does this really work?
This really does work. And there's no BS about it. It really does work, and I've given it to a few people who tell me the same thing. They like it for various reasons. Most of the time it's stress related.
I think everybody has stress, right?
No, I don't.
Lucky you.
I have no stress.
I don't have that much stress.
I went through my list of people in my life that stress me out, and they're gone. I just X'd them out of my phone, out of my life, and most of them are women. But it sure lightened up my load, and I feel really good. But it does calm you down. Yeah. I had a friend who gave it to her dog.
Yeah, well, we make pet products as well, and I think it works well for dogs. Especially it worked well on that 4th of July with all those fireworks going off. We had we had a good day with sales.
Yeah, well, I give it to all my neighbors, and all the fireworks stopped. They just all passed out.
Yeah.
But you're right, because my cat was here. I didn't give it to the cat because I couldn't find her, but those fireworks were loud.
Yeah.
Give it to my turtles. They didn't change it the way they just look at me with that funny little look they have. So they're judging me how I look, who didn't even work out. You know, that what do they know? But I was happy with myself. And then I took it into wrestling because I figured I could make more money wrestling in the ring than posing at a bodybuilding show.
But then in the 70s, though, you were eating like real food, though, not all this nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I still do. I still do eat real food. There's supplements. I take collagen. I take amino acids. I'm not taking a protein supplement right now, just aminos, because I like that. I think they work pretty well. And a few things that Old School Labs provides me with that I really like. But as far as a protein drink, no, it's just an amino acid, which I like. It's not so thick and heavy, and it works pretty well. And then I do the egg whites from Egg Whites International, which comes in a gallon, and I do about 8 pumps of 26 grams of protein, which to me, that's my protein. Because it's readily digested, and it's easier to digest, and it's not a powder. So that works good, and I wished I would have found that years ago, because that would have been that a long time. When I was much younger, there was no proteins. You had very few protein powders. You had a little bit of milk and egg. If you had to shop for it, you could hardly find it, and I mixed that with water. Weeder had his proteins, but I don't think too many people took it because we weren't sure if it ever actually worked.
I don't think you need it. I think you need real food.
You need real food. You need chicken breast, you need tuna fish, you need eggs, and you need beef, and you need all that stuff that's real edible food to put on muscle size, and a lot of it. And the steroids, that comes later. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that in competing against other people is necessary because that's what they do.
But now it's kind of gone too far.
It's gone way too far. You have the natural contests, and I did it really, really well naturally without taking anything at all. And then when I got my hands on some D-ball at a younger age, I took a bottle, and my God, I blew up like a balloon. But health-wise, I don't think it was good. It raised my blood pressure. I held water, and then, you know, if you want to live a long life, you got to take care of yourself and not do stuff like that.
There was a price to pay for that.
Price to pay for everything. That's right. There's a price to pay. So you just put your time in and work hard. And one day, like you, I looked in the mirror, and I was younger, and I said, "Who's that guy? He's so muscular." I didn't realize I looked like that. You know, you see yourself every day, and you don't really know what you look like. And someone says, "Gee," I had a girlfriend say, "You're getting awfully muscular." I said, "Is there possible that you can be too rich or too big?" I don't think so.
No.
She didn't like it because she says, "You get more looks at the beach than I do." I said, "Well, what am I going to tell you?"
Yeah.
It's the way it goes. Guys and women. Women look at you, and guys want to be built like you. So, and that's what wrestling was about. They told me, when you go in the ring, you're selling flesh. The guys want to be like you, and the women want to be with you, and it makes a lot of sense to be in shape and take care of yourself. But the days of my heavy lifting like you, it's way too many injuries, and that's something you need to watch out for. Because if anything, the slightest thing starts to hurt a little bit, starts to tear slightly, back off, because it can rip. I ripped my quads, and I tore a tricep off, and I've had a lot of damage to joints from wrestling and actually heavy weights. And then I found as I got older, and as you get a long way to go yet, you don't need the heavy weights anymore. All of a sudden you've developed yourself, and you can go in and get a medium weight workout or machines, in and out in 30 minutes, and everything stays the same. It looks good.
With all those injuries and all that pain, I'm glad I'm able to give you something to help alleviate that a little bit, organically and naturally.
Yeah, it does help quite a bit. And the organic effect of it, I'm glad that it's not like a synthetic or whatever it is, you know.
Chemicals, artificial flavors. A lot of products that are out there with any product that are just not good. If you go to the grocery store and read the label of any box, most of the products are not good.
No, and you go to the doctor and he gives me Celebrex for joint pain. Well, Celebrex has a lot of side effects. I can't take it with blood thinners because it thins my blood. It can cause bleeding. There's certain things I can't take. Ibuprofen. There's medications that just have so many side effects, you just can't do it. This has none. I mean, I can take this all day and all night long and never have a side effect.
That was kind of the idea behind this.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing it might do if I take too much is I might get a little bit loggy and tired throughout the morning from having it at night. You know, that if I take 2 or 3 droppers during the night to sleep, in the morning when I wake up, I'm a little bit tired, but by the time I eat and get to the gym, I'm awake.
Ready to go.
Yeah. But it definitely works, and it also works on my skin for skin cancer. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but when you sit in the sun a lot, like we did back in the 70s, I developed skin cancer in my arms, and my head, and my face, and little dots, little dry areas. But the CBD oil, if I rub that in there for a few weeks, it seems to really smooth the skin out and get rid of it.
I've had a lot of people tell me it helps with acne. but I didn't. I'm glad it helped you with that.
Same principle.
Yeah,
It's still a skin eruption.
Yeah.
And it does help. Yeah.
It's good.
And I'm so much sharper mentally now.
From all that tanning.
Well, I know what it's from. I hate when people tell me that. Well, you sat in the sun all those years, that's why you're suffering. I said, okay, I know. You don't need to tell me. It's like when I go to the gym, you're walking better. Are you analyzing me, and why are you telling me? You think I don't know how my leg feels? They look at me, and how's your leg? It's like I get so tired of people just analyzing every move I make. When they do that, I guess I'm just getting older, and I feel like Clint Eastwood, get off my lawn, You can only take so much for people looking at you and trying to figure you out and say things like on this show, are you eating fiber? Yeah, well, you should be eating fiber. I know what I'm supposed to be eating. Don't tell me if you're 20 years old what I should eat. I take Metamucil. It works fine for me. You're not eating any vegetables. How do you know what I eat? I told you what I ate for breakfast. I didn't mention dinner. You know what I mean? People assume that they know what you do, and I'm not going to go on a rant about this, but in life they don't know what you do. They think they know just by one show that this is what you do your whole life, but it's not. Right?
Right.
I try to mix it up. I try to add different things to my diet. I try to add different things like this and see what results I get, because by experimenting you learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. The things that don't work for me, I throw out the door. The things that work, on a daily basis, I'm consistent. I never change. And I've had women say, you're certainly set in your ways. I said, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, it's
works
not
for
going to
me.
change now.
And then, like this one, some girl said to me once, you have a mind of your own. I said, well,
what's wrong with that? I don't understand.
whose mind would you like me to have?
Yes.
His? Well, this is how I think, and it works for me, and I put it all together at the end of the day, you end up being better at what you do. Right?
Yep, that's what matters.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, definitely.
Being honest with me?
I'm not going to answer that.
Whoa. There we go.
You're making him nervous. I don't know. Imagine if we had some girls here.
No, that's the same thing. It happens all the time. Well, anything else you'd like to add?
Thank you very much for having me, as always.
Well, of course. And thank you for coming
course.
all the way from Las Vegas. I'm going to give you $1, and I want you to put it in a machine, and I want you to win me some money.
All right.
And I want you to tell me for sure it was my dollar that won, not yours.
All right, you'll have to wait about a year and a half, but
Why?
I'm 19.
What's it got to do with it?
You got to be 21, I think.
I was driving at 15. I didn't have a license. You think that matters to me?
Yeah.
I say break the law and have fun.
All right.
You only live once.
I can go with that.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching Ric's Corner, and stay tuned for more. And thank you guys for being here. Remember, the CBD oil is on my website. It's on my show, and there's a link to it. So if you want to buy some, Carl will give you a good deal. He'll come out and apply it himself, and you just lay there and enjoy it.
That's what you look like.
You can look like anything. Doesn't matter at my age.
That's how much money you got there.
Yeah, that's true too. See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code Drasin12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Ric Drasin. Personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world. And I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, ricdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Ric's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
It's Ric Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.